Now we are going to study about consumer's equilibrium. It is a very easy topic, though it is difficult for many students, especially those who are not understanding about the consumer or about the equilibrium. In this module, my best effort will be to make it understood to all those who are looking this module. Now let us see about the consumer equilibrium. Very easy. Consumer and equilibrium. These are the two words. First is consumer and another is equilibrium. Now question is, who is consumer? Consumer is a person who consumes the commodity. Listen, consumer is a person who consumes the commodity. I am telling once again, consumer is a person who consumes the commodity. But still I have to say, this is not complete definition of the consumer, because whenever we are studying about consumer, we see consumer is consuming commodity for getting satisfaction only. For getting satisfaction. For getting satisfaction. Means what? Means consumer refers to a person. Listen very carefully. Consumer refers to a person who consumes commodity. Who consumes commodity for getting satisfaction. Here satisfaction is just added with the consumption of the commodity, and the person who consumes for getting satisfaction is known as consumer. Means what, sir? Means it is different from the person who is not using commodity for getting satisfaction. So who are those? They are producer. Think about the producer. Producers are also using commodity. But we cannot say they are consuming commodity, because they are using commodity for production of the commodity, for getting profit. Whereas the moment we are talking about consumer, we have to say consumer is consuming commodity for getting satisfaction only. Those who are not using commodity for getting satisfaction will not be known as consumer. You have to keep this in your mind. There is really a different thing. Consumer and producer. You think about these two persons. Consumers are those who consumes commodity for getting satisfaction. Whereas producers are those who use commodity for further production, for getting profit. Their main intention is to get profit. And now let us see about the equilibrium. Equilibrium is the stage where everything is at the balanced form. एकदम संतुलन अवस्था में है, एकदम बराबर है. इसको हम संतुलन कहते हैं हिंदी में. In this stage, a consumer neither likes to use one more unit of the commodity, nor likes to use one less unit of the commodity. Very clearly, ये वो स्टेज होता है जहां पर कंज्यूमर ना तो एक ज्यादा पसंद करता है लेना और ना एक कम लेना पसंद करता है. Because the moment consumer adopts either of these two things, consumer will definitely have loss. Consumer will definitely have loss. Means what, sir? Means consumer equilibrium refers to the stage where consumer gets maximum satisfaction. Listen very carefully. Maximum satisfaction from the consumption of the commodity, and from where he doesn't want to have any change at any level. Means either at the positive level or at the negative level. This is the meaning of the consumer's equilibrium. But before studying this chapter, we should know about the role of the consumer. Consumer has vital role in any kind of economy of this world, because each and every product of this world is basically produced for the consumer. Means what? Means Consumer, consumer is the beginner of an economic activity, and he only is the person who can end the economic activity, because products in the market are produced for satisfying the consumers, and the moment consumers are getting satisfaction and consumers are not ready to be in the market, products are not produced for them. Best example is the lockdown which is going on at this period. Consumers are not in the market, and so products are not being produced. Here main intention is to satisfy themselves, to protect themselves at our home only. So those things which are necessary for us for being protected, for being preserved at the home, at the protective level, those things only are just being produced. Means what? Means a consumer has vital role in the economy. Now, question can be asked from your side, why does a consumer consume a commodity? This question can be asked. So, in a very simple way, we can reply, a consumer consumes a commodity for getting satisfaction from the commodity. Now, question can be asked, what is present in the commodity due to which a consumer gets satisfaction? Answer can be replied in this way. In a commodity, we see utility, and utility only has power to satisfy the need of the consumer. Question can be asked, what is utility? Answer can be given, utility refers to want satisfying power of a commodity. Want satisfying power of a commodity. In Hindi it is known as upyogita. And what is the meaning of that? उपभोक्ता की जरूरतों को पूरा करने की शक्ति उपयोगिता कहलाती है. अगर वो शक्ति नहीं होगी तो कंज्यूमर किसी वस्तु को कंज्यूम क्यों करेगा? The moment this utility will not be found in the product, why will consumer like to use the commodity? You just tell me. Utility. अब सवाल ये उठता है कि सर क्या इसको नापा जा सकता है? Can utility be measured? The answer is very simple. Yes, it can be measured. It can be measured. It can be measured by two things, by two measurements. First, by the cardinal measurement. Second, by the ordinal measurement. Cardinal measurement was given by the Marshall, in which utilities just can be measured in quantitative form. Means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is just ridiculous. But even after this, for understanding it better, we have to adopt it. Actually, practically the movement you will know about it. You will just laugh over it. Because when the Marshall provided this, at that period he did not think over it. His main intention was to just measure the utility for understanding the behavior of the consumer. Means according to this, later we will discuss over this or about the problem. But here the moment we people are just understanding, we should understand it like this. Suppose that you are eating a samosa. You are eating samosa. And I am coming to you. And I am asking, how is it? What you are replying? You are not replying like this. It is very nice, sir. It is very tasty. No. In that way you are not replying. You are replying in cardinal form. Means what, sir? Means what, sir? Listen. It is 1, sir. It is 2, sir. It is 3. Means what? You are just telling about your satisfaction level in mathematical form. Means, how is it? Sir, it is 4. Sir, it is 3. Sir, it is 9. Sir, it is 10. Oh my God. How can this be possible? But it was made possible by the marshal, because of which this policy, this law was just criticized. Okay, later we will discuss about it. And but keep in your mind, through this method, utility can be measured. Second is ordinal form, and this form was given by the Hicks and LA. Hicks and LA. Listen very carefully. Hicks and LA. And here things were kept in the order form. In the order form. Suppose that if you are eating samosa in the same situation, and I am asking, how is it? What you are applying? Sir, it is better than peda. Yes, it is better than peda, sir. Means you are comparing that samosa with the peda. You are keeping in the order. Sir, samosa is first and peda is second. The moment these two things are available in one plate, I will prefer samosa because it is better than peda. Very clearly. Means here things are just been kept in the order. Kept in the order. सर यूटिलिटी के लिए मेजरमेंट के लिए क्या तरीका है, उसको कैसे मेजरमेंट करें? अरे यार इसके लिए है ना, 3 चीजें हैं, टोटल यूटिलिटी, मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी एंड एवरेज यूटिलिटी. These 3 points are there. What is total utility, sir? अरे यार सारी वस्तुओं को कंज्यूम करने के बाद जो कुछ भी मिलता है वही टोटल यूटिलिटी है. सर व्हाट इज टोटल यूटिलिटी? टोटल यूटिलिटी refers to aggregate total utility which a consumer derives by consuming all units of the product, all units of the commodity. What is marginal utility? Marginal utility refers to additional utility which is derived by the consumer by additional consumption of the commodity. In a very short form, you can say it is change in total utility due to additional consumption of the commodity. What is average utility? Per unit utility is known as average utility. Means what, sir? When total utility is divided by number of the commodity, when total utility is divided by number of the commodity is known as average utility. In this module, I have just discussed over few points only. Consumer's equilibrium, consumer utility, total utility, marginal utility, average utility, importance of the consumer, and in another module I will discuss about further part of it. If you have any problem, tell me personally. Once again I will define, and there will not be any complication at all. I am telling once again, there will not be any complication at all. Very soon I will meet it in Hindi the moment you have complication, because it is for the English medium students only. Okay, bye.